Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Could you be living in a simulation? It's not as far-fetched as it might sound. Renowned philosopher Nick Bostrom posits that we could very well be living in a simulated reality. And the reason? The astonishing pace of technological advancement. Greetings, curious minds, scouts of the kingdom. Today, let's embark on a philosophical odyssey as we confront the impending enigma. We're not just heading towards a future where simulations are possible, but rather inevitable. Be it for work, social interaction, or even leisure, simulations will become an integral part of our lives. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Imagine, if you will, a simulation nested within another simulation. A reality within a reality, within another reality, a realm of confusion that beckons us to prepare. This video is an ongoing investigation conducted by Kingdom Scouts. What should we do in the face of simulations within simulations? The answer lies in training ourselves, crafting a new set of mental tools for the journey that lies ahead. Renowned philosopher David Chalmers posits that we can live fully satisfying lives within a simulation. But what if, in the vast expanse of technological prowess, there emerges an abundance of simulations, each nested within the other like Russian dolls? Imagine a multiverse of simulations, each vying for our attention, each offering its version of satisfaction. The very abundance that promises fulfillment might become the source of profound confusion. Imagine a world where simulations serve various purposes. This isn't some distant science fiction concept, but a reality that's closer than we think. Simulations could become as commonplace as the smartphones we use daily. They could transform the way we work, streamlining processes and creating virtual workspaces that transcend physical boundaries. But their impact won't stop at work. Simulations could redefine social interactions, providing platforms for virtual gatherings that blur the lines between reality and the digital world. Imagine going on a date or a vacation without ever leaving your home. The possibilities are endless, limited only by the bounds of our imagination. And then, there are crossover simulations. These are practical, combining elements from different simulations for a seamless experience. But the real game changer? The inception of a simulation within a simulation. It sounds mind-boggling, doesn't it? Just like Russian dolls, we could end up living in dreamlike environments nested within one another. But how would we navigate this complex reality of nested simulations? This is a question that plunges us into the intricate labyrinth of perception. If we already grapple with discerning reality in our current world, imagine the challenge in a world of simulations. It's like trying to find your way through a maze, blindfolded, and the maze is constantly shifting. As we descend into these Inception-like environments, the lines between reality and simulation blur. The challenge then becomes not just about navigating these intricate layers, but about trusting our own perception. In such a scenario, how can we trust our perception of reality? The first step on this journey involves acknowledging the need for preparation. The influx of layered simulations demands a unique skill set, and the time to cultivate these skills is now. What tools shall we wield in the face of this impending complexity? The key lies in developing an inner compass. As we navigate through the labyrinth of potential realities, the compass that should guide us is one that philosopher Kierkegaard proposed: follow your angst. It might sound paradoxical, but it's in our discomfort where we find our true direction. How do we know that this compass would lead us towards the correct exit? 19th century Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard would answer something like, because deep within you would know is fake, and that knowledge would produce what he called existential angst. Training this courage involves facing challenges, stepping into the unknown, and embracing discomfort. It's not about becoming fearless, but about acknowledging fear and choosing to move forward despite it. This doesn't mean an invitation to despair, but rather a call to confront our fears, to embrace the apparent absurd. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted. It requires courage. But we're not talking about some innate heroic virtue here. This is a type of courage that can be trained, honed, and developed like a muscle. Now, we've all heard of the brain's remarkable ability to adapt, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Andrew Huberman, neuroscientist, suggests that we can actually sculpt our brains by engaging in activities we might initially find, well, uncomfortable. It's like hitting the cosmic gym for our mind, Dr. Huberman would say. By willingly facing challenges and doing things we might not love at first, we're not just working on our resilience, we're sculpting courage itself, actually inside our own brains. by enlarging a brain structure called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, AMCC. Now that's a mental workout. With this inner compass, we can navigate the convoluted realities of nested simulations. With courage and the right tools, we can prepare ourselves for the complex reality that could be waiting for us. So, fellow voyagers, the call is clear. Train yourselves, start now, and develop the courage to navigate the simulated multiverse. Kierkegaard's compass is the first of the three tools, pointing towards the heart of your existential angst. The journey begins, and your courage is the key. Whether the simulation is already here or knocking on our virtual doors, one thing's for certain. The tools we choose will shape our journey through the cosmic surf. So, keep those mental surfboards waxed and minds open. Until then, if you're interested in understanding how the simulation works, come with us into Terra Incognita. Keep tuned to this channel, subscribe, and most importantly, keep curious.